Hey, how's it going, everybody? Ryan Miller here from Ryan Miller Yoga. I'm a yoga teacher and running coach here on the internet. And in this video, I'm going to talk to runners about some things you can do to gain an edge over your competition. I've been a fan of the sport for a long time, and what I've noticed is that in distance running anyways, most distance runners train almost exactly the same way. So if you're a high school runner, let's say you're a freshman in high school right now, you're a runner, you're on the cross-country team, track team, you want to get better, okay? And you're on YouTube right now looking for information on how can I get better as a runner. You found this video. Congrats. Hopefully this video is going to help you get better as a runner. Because if you train the same way as your competition trains, let's say you're a freshman, let's say in the 5K you run, as a freshman, we'll say 19 minutes. And your competition from your rival school, they have a freshman, and he runs 19 minutes. So talent-wise, you two are roughly equal. You're about the same. You came in freshman year on, no formal training, and you ran 19 minutes in the 5K. If you and that competitor train the exact same way, and you have different coaches, different teammates, but if you do the same workouts, the same training, you do your base mileage in the summer, you build up your workouts throughout the season, what do you think is going to happen? What's your edge over that competitor that's training the exact same way as you're training? They're doing the same workouts. You both run 19 minutes now. For 4 years, you're going to do the same exact workouts or very similar workouts. By the time you're seniors, you may run 16, 17, 15, whatever the time is. It's very likely you're going to progress at the same pace, pretty much. Now, people do respond to training differently, so you'll have that back and forth, but you're not doing yourself any favors by training the same exact way as your competitors are training. It just doesn't make sense. You need to do something else. So, okay, what do we do? Do we not do that training? Well, I wouldn't recommend that. I would still keep that good quality training as your base. But if you want to gain an edge, you need to do something extra. So what extra is that? Well, you could just run more, but the likelihood of that helping you versus hurting you is very low. Okay, so if you just pile on the training, so you have 4 by 800, now you're going to tough it out and you're going to do 6 by 800, probably going to get sick, injured, burnt out, exhausted, whatever the case may be. So you need to find things you can do that are going to give you energy, help you gain energy, maintain your flexibility, all these different things you need to perform well in running that'll give you an edge over the competition. So for me, I started to get into this stuff in college. I started to get involved with the stability ball in college. Me and my teammates, a couple of my teammates sort of started it out, and then we got the whole team involved. And once we started using this, the people who really took it seriously and really did it, we started to improve. So the people who were my competitors my freshman year at college, by the time senior year came around, they either were no longer running or, I was way better than them. And I was now competing with people who, when we entered college, they were significantly better than me. So it's like I stepped up a couple levels by doing additional training. And for me, it was stability and core strength. The big thing for me was standing on these stability balls in college. So we had someone show us once, me and a friend of mine showed us standing on the ball. We were in the gym, and he says, yeah, you can just stand on the ball, stand on the stability ball. He kind of got up and struggled a little bit and was doing this, and then all of a sudden, he just stood on the ball. And now back then, this is in 2002, 2003, before the internet was really as huge as it is now. I had never seen someone stand on a stability ball, right? I'd never seen that. So it was shocking to me. It was like, wow, if he can do that, can I do that? I want to try that. And so we started to stand on the ball, and we started to gain confidence. We started to throw medicine balls to each other while standing on the ball. We started to do squats. We started to do curls with weights and all this different stuff standing on the ball. Now I can go on Instagram and see, a 6-year-old kid bouncing off one foot, off the stability ball, doing flips and all this balance stuff. So it's no longer as impressive as I once thought it was. But the point was, when I was in college, we would do 50 miles a week. And then the rest of the time we would spend working on the stability ball, doing core stuff, doing weighted ab stuff. This is why I have all this stuff in my house, because I got so into it. It was helping me so much get better. I purchased all this fitness equipment for my house. So one thing I love doing is coming here. Resisted sit-ups for the core. These are really good. Right? If you're doing that, it's winter time right now, February. If you go for a 5-6 mile run, feel pretty good about it. Come into the gym, do some resisted core sit-ups, stand on the stability ball, do some squats, do some arm strength stuff, do some weights, get your strength up, get your hormones right. If you do that while your competitor is out running an additional 5 miles in the ice, the cold, the wind, the rain, they come back feeling shattered. They come back feeling destroyed. But they think that's good because they think the body's going to recover and all of a sudden make them into this super runner, this super athlete. It rarely happens. People get faster doing that excessive training, but it's a constant cycle of injuries, pain, disappointing races, followed by a few good races. You've all seen it. You've seen the people who train like that. They come out blazing the first few races of the season, and then when it's championship time, where are they? Where are they at? Where do they go? What happens? They burn themselves out. So for so many runners, it's about the training and not the competition, which is totally fine. I'm not against that. My thing is, I like that more for overall well-being and health. I think, learning to love the process is something that's helped my life tremendously, so I like that line of thinking. But if you are in this sport for competition and you are looking to beat other people and you race the same people all the time, like you're in high school, you're in college, or you race post-collegiately, and you want to get better than your competitor, you need to do something different than your competitor. Just think about other sports, right? Think about basketball. Teams like the Golden State Warriors started doing something different than their competitors. They started throwing up threes at a humongous rate. Way more three-pointers than, the 80s and 90s and those players. And for a while, it was shocking. People thought, how are you gonna win games just jacking up all those threes? And they won multiple championships. So it's that type of thinking where you got to say, all my competition's doing this. I'm going to keep the base of what I'm doing the same. I'm going to train smart, but I'm going to add in this. I'm going to give in this little unique wrinkle. And I'm not saying stand on the ball, because that's what I did. Just because that's what I did doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You need to find your own unique thing. It might be, chopping wood or doing some type of yard work that's vigorous and, gains you strength or something. But the main thing is try to find something extra to do to give yourself confidence. That's the real edge. It's not so much about getting a physical edge over the other runners. It's about getting that confidence booster. So when you show up on the line to that race and you look around at your competition, you know what they've been doing. They've been running mileage like everybody else. But what have you been doing? Have you been doing something different than them? Because I know when I used to line up in college, by the time I was a junior, senior, I would look around at my competition and feel so much confidence because I knew they weren't doing what I was doing. I knew how they trained. Everybody talks. Everybody's kind of friendly. It's like, yeah, we do 80, 90 miles a week. And it's like these teams who do that, I'm racing different guys every championship, meet, because it's the cycle of injury, good performance, injury, good performance, and so on. So when you line up at your race, if you've been doing things different than your competition, you're going to know it. And they're going to know it because they're going to see how you run. So if you have any questions on it or you need any suggestions on things to do, as you can see, over the years I've accumulated a lot of different stuff to try to give myself an edge. So, stay tuned for more videos like this. I want to help people run better and improve, both in your running competition and in your life. So let me know what else you'd like to see. I hope this resonated for some of you. And if you are doing something a little bit different, let me know what it is. Let us know. Share the knowledge, share the wealth. So thanks for watching. If you got any value out of this, remember to hit that thumbs up button. Give me that like. It's very helpful. And also subscribe and share this video and share the content. I want to keep going with this and doing more. A lot of experience and information to share. So the more support I get, the more motivated I am to keep rolling forward. All right? So best of luck. Do something unique. Do something different. Train smart. Train hard. And we'll see you on the next one.